Nuggets drives into the paint in the on Jokic.
Team know what we expected you guys.
DiVincenzo, McDaniel, start.
With the contact on the elbow.
Wing, the round to four. Rebound, McDaniel.
Well, you're going to put two on the ball with Anthony Edwards.
Just kind of manning the glass. That's Aaron Gordon.
Cam Johnson now. He'll be playing 11. Edwards, it's a three.
They have to finish the play with rebounding.
Series has not fared.
Especially in the fourth, Edwards is
Very early on. It just hasn't resulted.
steering his way for the shot.
Game off 0 for 3.
Unsuccessful. They thought they had the to Dave Edelman. There is Steven. Brown triple.
Has been dependable.
For those of you just joining us again,
Honestly, these two teams.
Murray working inside on Steven.
And this kicked the ball and had this game decided in the. Honestly, this is his first playoff.
Dancing on Brown.
Taking too many jump shots tonight.
Off that baseline, driving is McDaniel. And in front, he and DiVincenzo. McDaniel's down the lane.
Shots the catch and go. Once they place, their position defensive team.
Jokic screen. Murray the other way, snaking his way inside.
And right here, the tempo.
Picked up Hardaway. It's a free.
You know, the Florida not making all these shots, but the guys are actually making sure that they make it.
New D-Wade, and it was 2 points.
Small fouls on Jokic.
And the
Reed getting the foul.
seasons of either first or number one assist. The last to loose ball. What a pass by Gobert.
The Nuggets, but they're dominating.
Again, Dosumu drives. With a slow start, with a calf strain, 20-4.
I mean, there's nothing. He has to put his head down and drive.
Where his success is going to come from, but one step that throws the defense off that.
Talked about that. Minnesota is plus twisting and turning.
Not taking the challenge. You talk about a guy that has 2
Worked outside, Reed in the corner.
2-3 on the backside.
Najee.
For Naz Reed.
Correct. Can they touch in that paint, making sure it's successful for Minnesota, and that's what
Crawford didn't play the first 2 games. Randall shaking big in the paint.
He is an offense creator.
And Randall, 1. With all the
when he's putting that shoulder in you, he's going downhill.
Here on an Anthony
in the
Edwards.
corner, Najee 3, and Denver on the move. The Colt,
A lot of his 30 points.
Edwards right there, long. Cutting, drop,
And they're getting out of transition.
deep far.
Yes, or live ball turnovers.
I know Murray got to his spot. He's one of the best screeners in our league.
Hardaway off the bench will defend the 3.
A little short. Anthony Edwards made.
Jokic inside, Priest drop shooting in this game. No inch has been disrupted. Jokic up. Edwards around the Gobert.
Incredible screens, having patience. You know, you Minnesota's out on the break.
How about having Io and Edwards? Potential games. I mean, this is a team that
Timberwolves have made 7 consecutive. Dosumu, here he comes.
For as McDaniels in the timeout, I'm ball watching that they're moving and keep.
DiVincenzo had some comments about the defense that was non-existent.
in transition and allow
Steal.
Who's there?
DiVincenzo.
Down.
That was going to be nasty.
Yep. Played it very craftily.
So let me face him up and let me.
We've had a lot of talk about Rubich, the great Nikola Jokic. 1 of 6. Jokic open. 3 over McDaniel. Hardaway inside.
Yeah, that was a nice Euro. Does he want to meet them at the rim? Or do you want
13 and 20. Numbers. Dosumu.
Edwards. And he's done just.
Just here, Brad Underwood, the coach of the one. Dosumu. This is out of traffic. Randall inside.
Free ball and just putting pressure on the Nuggets.
Murray, 3. Murray, Cam Johnson. Jokic is gone 0 of 6. Twist the turn, the spin, the hook. Plus 13 fast break. But that was clawed by Edwards. Murray there. It's 3 of 10. At the 4 with Gordon out.
get out in transition, get back into this?
Capitalize.
In stride, Jackson to the hole. Quick release. Murray.
Shots here to start.
Drive the dance.
All 5 of those guys.
Denver was minus 20. Here comes Randall. He was number 4 in defensive play.
And out with a block.
Jokic
In the space.
15, 5 of 5 from the strike away. It's retrieved.
Like that off the catch off the backside.
Who picks up his second foul.
And this, as we talked about
To
this.
the paint. It takes a lot of energy, but the 20, that is the boot.
And approaching 7.
Cushioning them and kind of daring them.
Fourth foul. Jokic, the miserable first quarter. Tries. Denver now in the bonus. Island 3. He's the fleet-footed Dosumu.
So the Rams give him a bit of
His way in the paint. Over Gobert. Dancing on Jokic. It's Murray accelerating. Some fouls. Chippiness.
They cannot allow themselves.
2 in game 2. 3 of 4. Hitting hard into Jones. Team with this double-double night.
Minnesota has survived these minutes.
He's missed 1 free throw the entire for Denver. You want up
The duh one more time. Kevin.
7 for 9 from the field, and Jake McDaniels.
paint. Whistle. It's a
Continue to attack the gaps when you draw.
take a 3 for Denver.
Spencer to touch the ground.
Lead for Minnesota. Picks up his first. Jokic at the free more than shooting, but tonight it's been the opposite.
He does a great job as shots.
Dosumu rockets.
Ball is coming at you that fast.
Second personal foul. Julian Struff.
It's good to see him not only take.
It's Struffer down the lanes. On the go. Across the lane. Actually, someone gambled. And the
Basketball, Candace. A lot of in this game is they're running so much responsibilities on the field.
He's shooting the ball. I mean, right now he is.
Quarter coming down the stretch, and this is a
off the bench. Minnesota for Dosumu, and if the will leave.
Numbers just on the regular season. They
clock that Aaron Gordon was his game off. They just looked like they wasn't
right now, and your phone, Tyler, can prove to be a huge benefit.
Play 3, Jokic screen. Gets it off. Now he gets it back. Chisel his way in the corner. 3.
This is a guy they need to get going.
Hardaway is at the line. The logo. Streaming now.
Hoping that this guy right here.
Subaru. Driving here. It's a turnover by Randall. And a drive inside.
Well, the Nuggets won the last. You don't want confidence to start to get
40%. And they're in bench minutes. Always
Die with that.
Randall tries to drive. He'll fire.
and Anthony Edwards, but do not.
Murray at the line. Minnesota hasn't played. Edwards 3.
The ball has got to touch the paint.
Pulling, moving, driving, on. Kyle Anderson and Dosumu at 3. For cutting Dosumu.
Needs to continue to do.
That they can do in transition.
And the coach has said he's
Anthony Edwards got to understand right now his
A little different when you're injured.
thinking, firing. Picked up the foul corner.
all the plays at Jokic right now. He's not.
Shot clock at 6. Hardaway 3. Turnovers. Daniels, it's a 3. No.
Taking Minnesota out of the rhythm. Is that
His third consecutive.
Sandwich right here. He's kind of taking Minnesota out of their rhythm.
He knocked it away. Another has gone 2 of 7 in the paint. Jokic again. Gobert inside. Gobert. Going to see the plus minus with these. One indication of how the game.
class on of control?
Because I think we take it for granted. Well, in this.
Murray, the drives to 1. And him. 3. Dosumu. Jokic. Foul.
Things like going into the game.
Significant that would automatically now is to regroup tomorrow.
Hesitating. Jab step.
Comments about them on both ends.
Oh, that has held it down, especially.
And Strother. Innocent. Took it down the lane. No.
Door cuts on them any.
Respond in a
DiVincenzo tonight. Denver 8 of 3.
Man needing to put that performance on. Get Minnesota.
shooting their normal percentage at their shot. Excuse me, 66.
To the rim for Ayo.
DiVincenzo.
He's 1 of 4 and energizing in that regard.
He came world when he played for Nova. Rises to the occasion, and he does it.
Rebound Randall. And Gordon, can he play on playoffs in years?
And then are able to get your team back stable.
Tyus Jones across.
Like the Denver Nuggets offense we're used to seeing it.
Dosumu, hold on. Steven. 1. Jones 3. Anderson. Minnesota. Knight shot 34. They did in game 3. He took it as an affront that he was number 4 in defensive play.
Not quitting on the play. and just finish him out with a block.
Jokic. Dante hit the deck. They said.
His face was in the space.
18 points. A pristine 5 of 5 from the strike. Jones goes by Brown, knocked away. It's retrieved.
It's got to go to the backside. I like that off the catch off the backside.
Johnson was fouled by DiVincenzo, who picks up his second foul.
To your point, Candace, as we talked about this.
It's hard to put your head down and get to the paint. It takes a lot of energy, but the recipe, they have 46-20. That is the blueprint.
And approaching 7 of DiVincenzo.
Not allowing them to turn the corner, cushioning them and kind of daring them.
The scoreless, and Edwards left with his 4th foul. Jokic settling down after a miserable first quarter. Tries inside. Denver now in the bonus. Highland 3. He's got 8. Here comes the fleet-footed Dosunmu.
Denver has been the more aggressive team. So the Rams give him a bit of
Jokic steers his way in the paint. Over Gobert. Reed dancing on Jokic. It's Murray accelerating. Frenzied all of a sudden. Mistakes and fouls. Chippiness.
And here's the thing for Minnesota. They cannot allow themselves.
16 of 16 in game 1, 2 of 2 in game 2. 3 of 4. Minnesota 5 on that baseline, driving hard into Jones. Reed. He's now grabbed 13 with this double-double night. After the Nugget 5 on the floor.
Minnesota has survived these minutes.
Is at the stripe. He's missed 1 free throw the entire 3. Just 10 for Denver. Do you want to
hit him with the dub one more time, Kevin?
So this is the one. You got Ayo, who's 7 for 9 from the field, and Jake McDaniels who's foul trouble.
Reed, a lot of traffic in the paint. Whistle. It's
Stop being aggressive. Minnesota has to continue to attack the gaps when you drop.
He'll take a 3 for Denver.
That's the second time that Spencer didn't touch the ground.
And look at the lead for Minnesota.
It's an inaudible player.
Highland picks up his first. Jokic at the free and rain. In fact, he was passing more than shooting, but tonight it's been the opposite.
Out those backdoor layups, Kevin. He does a great job at making them take outside shots and tough shots.
Dosunmu rockets.
Now you don't help up, but it's hard when the ball is coming at you that fast.
Zinaji just picked up his second personal foul. Julian Strupp
Of success, but it really feels good to see him not only take
3 blocks. It's Struther down the lanes. It's Highland. On the go, shot clock it down to 3. Across the way, his way into the paint. And eventually someone gambled. And the
my kind of basketball, Candace. On that basket. You know, one thing that they're doing a lot of in this game is they're running going at him to his chest. I mean, he has so much responsibilities on the
That's having an impact on the way he's shooting the ball. I mean, right now he is
retired in game 2 in the 4th quarter coming down the stretch. And this is a
plus 10. Off the bench, Minnesota has the 19 points for Dosunmu. And at the DiVincenzo will leave.
unbelievable to look at these numbers. Just on the regular season, they
out him earlier, getting that news at 4 o'clock that Aaron Gordon was that. And you can see it when they started this game off. They just looked like they wasn't ready.
And if you're Minnesota right now and you're Bones Highland, fresh going into game 4 can prove to be a huge benefit.
Brown, Hardaway, 3, Jokic screen. Highland gets it off, now he gets it back. Trying to chisel his way in the corner, 3.
Not allowing the catch to be made. This is a guy they need to get going.
Getting at number 3, but they're a 6 seed. Hardaway is at the line. The logo, Jerry West. The logo, streaming now.
Kill Alexander Walker.
Good point.
And they were hoping that this guy right here.
21 for Ayo Dosunmu. Driving here.
Get no look passes. He's doing it all tonight.
It's a turnover by Randall. Hardaway, Jones, and a drive inside.
And as a result, they're shooting more free throws.
Well, the Nuggets won the last in this game. What you do not want is you don't want confidence to start to get.
Game this season was 40%. And they're good minutes. These Jokic bench minutes always
Middle of the court operating, and they will live and die with that.
Randall tries it. Small lineup. Brown the fake. The drive. He'll fire.
Guys that need it, Randall, Reed, and Anthony Edwards, but do not.
Four, you can't do it in public. Murray at the line. Kyle Anderson getting ready to check in for Minnesota. Hasn't played. Edwards three.
To get to the paint on this possession, the ball has got to touch the paint.
Swashbuckling, moving, driving, coast.
Jump shot.
Reed and Highlander gone. Kyle Anderson and Dosunmu double right there. Meta wall. Shot clock at 3. The cutting Dosunmu.
Exactly what the whole Minnesota Timberwolves team needs to continue to do.
And it down because there is nothing that they can do in transit.
So he is not quite himself. And the coaches said he's
Greatness in a whole different way. Anthony Edwards got to understand right now his team.
In the regular season with legs, it's a little different when you're injured.
Murray trying to get away. Thinking, firing.
Gonna make it hard on Murray all night.
Anderson picked up the foul corner.
Jokic is in the game. They are running all the plays at Jokic right now. He's not beyond the three-point line right now.
Shot clock at 6. Hardaway 3 for none this half. Turnovers. McDaniels, it's a 3. No.
For the Nuggets, it has taken Minnesota out of the rhythm. Is that
His third consecutive.
missed
They
twice?
want this Chick-fil-A sandwich right here. And see if they would use it. They utilize it, and it's kind of taking Minnesota out of their rhythm.
Just checked in. Rudy knocked it away. Another Denver has gone 2 of 10. Minnesota has gone 2 of 7 in the paint.
Between.
It's Jokic again. Gobert
Doing it again here in Game 3.
inside Gobert. It's something you're not going to see. The plus minus with these, the plus minus numbers are always one indication of how the game.
And Gobert is putting a master class on of control.
Appreciate his greatness right now because I think we take it for granted. Well, in this year.
It's Jones, Murray, the drive. The winner goes up 2 games to 1. Double, and they've been concentrating on him. 3, Dosunmu, 9. Jokic over Murray. Foul, Jokic at the line.
Pair rotations and things like going into the game.
Done yesterday on Aaron Gordon showed nothing significant that would automatically want to risk it tonight. So the plan as of now is to regroup tomorrow.
Thank you, Brown. Hesitating, jab step.
Everything that everyone had to say about his comments about them on both ends.
McDaniels and Io that have held it down, especially
5 from 3. And Strother's. Anderson defends. Shot clock at 1. Pick it down the lane. No.
To get any backdoor cuts on them,
interested to see how Jokic and Murray respond in a
Jones will defend. DiVincenzo. 3-point shooting tonight. Denver 8 of 3.
Candace, I know we talked about Ant-Man needing to put their performance on in this series to get one, and tonight I give Minnesota.
You keep them from shooting their normal percentage. Their shot 8 points today. Excuse me, 66.
Shot tonight. Everything has been attacked to the rim for Io.
DiVincenzo.
He has started every game this season, 1 of 4 in this league, coming off the bench and energizing in that regard.
He came to the world, introduced himself to the world when he played for Nova.
He did.
He always rises to the occasion, and he does it.
Dumo again. Dosunmu drives, rebound Randall. Question marks about the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon, can he play on their number in these playoffs in years?
Your first 2 games at home, and then are able to get your team back stable. This is a rivalry.
Tyus Jones across.
The game so far has looked like the Denver Nuggets offense we're used to seeing.
Sensational. Dosunmu, hold on. Series 2 games to 1. Jones 3. With the miss. Shot clock at 3. Anderson. Final seconds. Minnesota. The Nuggets tonight shot 34. But tonight they did in game 3.